HipHopSince1987.com.
It's your boy Steady Stills from Hip Hop Since 1987. And I'm here with Philly's own Buck Wild.
This is not Buck Wild. This is Mike Knox. I'm a rapper. What's up?
What's going on, Buck?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I like you got me here on the little couch. Everybody keep trying to blow me up. Ain't nothing jumping. You know what I mean?
I'm with a celebrity today, you know.
Hey, man, I'm with a celebrity, man. Listen, you've been doing this shit for how long? Come on, man. Blessing, man.
So my 6th year now, man.
Yo, the gift and the curse. Gift and the curse, man.
You know, recently, I seen something on your gram, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about Comics Care. I seen it's a foundation you're a part of. What exactly is that about?
Oh, shit, man. I'm glad you started off like that, man. Let me give you the background on it.
Okay.
So, I did 8 years in jail. I had a shootout with some undercover cops. I had a show with Wendy Williams 2000. Well, it was 1999 before Y2K kicked. And I got shot by an undercover cop. Never knew he was a cop. I was licensed to carry a gun. He shot. I shot. When he ran out of bullets, he told me he was a cop. I gave up. I was bleeding in my arm. They locked my ass up and told me I was trying to kill a cop. Did time in jail. And I lost a couple of my loved ones. And when I came home, my aunt just passed. And we damn near had to do a fish fry to bury her. Because I was just coming home. The money wasn't there. You know what I mean? And I made a vow to myself. No other celebrity in the city really gives back. Niggas say they give back, but niggas really don't give back. You name one. Name any celebrity came in the city and gave back. We're not talking about kids' toys for Christmas and shit like that. That's cool. Little iPads, that's cool. I'm talking about somebody coming, building a center or something, or doing reconstruction towards a group home or a community center, or not donating to the POW, Police of Philadelphia. Nothing. That's bullshit. We talking about some real hood shit where hood kids be at. So I came up with Comics Care. Me and my mentor, Charlie Mack, was talking. And I was like, why you don't do Party for Peace weekend no more? And he told me it was a headache and he wished he can still do it, but it was so much behind the scenes. And he was like, you always talking this shit about I ain't doing nothing. Why don't you do something? So it was a dare and a challenge, and I did it. But I'm so happy that I did it because I never wanted somebody to come into a situation where they couldn't bury their parents, their loved ones. So the reason I started Comics Care was really because I wanted to give people in the hood a chance to bury their loved ones. Because a lot of times you think people get buried, they don't. They just go through all the little bullshit, the formalities and the flowers. And then once they put them to the ground and they lower it down, you never see the dirt go over them. The people act like they got them. So when the family leaves, they lift it back up, take them out that fucking casket, and they stick the family in the freezer until you come up with the remaining balance. That happened to my aunt. I didn't know that. So I'm like, damn, where's my aunt's sister? Where's her tombstone at? They're like, we couldn't afford a tombstone.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, where the fuck she's buried at? And he's like, she's really not buried yet. So I'm talking to his son. He got 30 years in jail right now. And I'm like, Roger, what the fuck, you know? And he's like, cuz, listen. He's like, we ain't had the rest of the money. I'm like, so what the fuck? Because I know, nigga, y'all takers and we ain't had the rest of the money. So I was in front of him probably like 18 grand. But the remaining balance on it that he didn't know was like 1,300. Man, I went down there to Baker Funeral Home and gave him a check. You know what I mean? And I started Comics Care. A guy from Philly, Local 57, Esteban. He's the president of Local 57. He's Spanish. I met him with Mel Wells from One Day at a Time. So this is how God worked. He was putting me around all these politicians, Kenyatta Johnson, Mel Wells, One Day at a Time, placing me around all these my man Samad that ran Put It Down with Daryl Schuler and Steve Brody. So when I came home in 05, he was putting me in position around all these politicians, which wasn't my thing, but my calling was coming. So I met with Esteban, me and my partner Hassan, and as said, what you want to do? I said, I got a nonprofit. Talking shit. I got a nonprofit, 501c3 called Comics Care. What you do? well, we empower the youth through education and apprenticeship. I'm just talking shit to a dude trying to get a check, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get him to sponsor something. I wasn't even trying to get the nonprofit. He said, I'm going to sponsor your shit and I'm going to pay for your nonprofit. Because it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about.
Blessings.
In the meeting.
Blessings.
Basically, he said, nigga, it sound like you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to help you out. Spanish boy, Poppy. Good dude, man. I love this motherfucker. He said, find out how much it costs. Give me the invoice. So my partner with me, you know, he's shyster. Pull everything up. Oh, it's going to cost about $5,000. All right, no problem.
Just like that.
Give us a check. Get it started. And how much you want for your comedy show? Oh, we want another $5,000 for Buck to do his comedy show. He's BT just called and they want him to do Buck Wild on the streets. He hyping all this shit up. We trying to get a check. Pay me for his boss retirement party and pay me to start my nonprofit. I felt so bad because the motherfucker really fuck with us. I went back a week later. I said, I got the nonprofit. I want to thank you. He said, man, ain't nothing, man. And I said, here you go. And I slid the remaining balance over to him. Guess how much I got charged? Guess how much they charged me to start the nonprofit? Like $300 and something else. Somebody did it for me because they love my passion. They did it for me. I gave the remaining balance. It was like probably like $4,600 or something like that. He said, no, I'm going to make the first donation in the Commons Care. And that was over 3 years ago.
Nice.
So I say all that to say, let us make words make sentences, sentences make paragraphs make stories. Everybody got a story to tell. But who the fuck want to hear the truth? I was pump faking from a deer, started Commons Care, Spanish boy I never knew, gave me the money to start it up, and the niggas that I was with every day would never invest in me to give you anything. So if you out there and you're looking for somebody to invest in your shit, you got to make the initiative. You got to go out. You got to jump out the plane with your parachute and know that it's going to open up because nobody giving you shit, man. Shit like that don't happen.
Closed mouths don't get fed usually.
Don't get fed. So I started Commons Care and I help bury loved ones that can't afford to bury their kids. And I got something called the Adopt the Block program. And I teamed up with One Day at a Time, Mel Wells, and he got one block at a time. So it's the Adopt the Block program. We go to the roughest neighborhoods. We clean them up with the kids. Everything is done with kids. Clean it up, paint the pavement, put the cop light out there, block the streets off, and we let the kids have a cookout, and we bring a rap artist, a singer, or somebody to come and perform for a block party for that kid.
Nice.
For the neighborhood. It's called the Adopt the Block program. Once we adopt the block, we go one block at a time. We go to another one. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now you got Commons Care, then you got One Day at a Time, and we adopt the block program, and we doing same day pay. So same day pay is we get out here in the neighborhoods because you see this all the time. You got kids 14 to 18, they can't get jobs for real, right? They really can't get jobs. A lot of them can't. We do same day pay. What's same day pay? Same day pay is where we cash app the kid. We get him a bank account. We get him a cash app card. We get him a phone, and we make his little ass work. And guess what he do? He cleaned up the same neighborhood he helped destroy by vandalizing cars, painting on walls, and breaking into people's stores. Then we go to the local businesses and say, donate to Commons Care. What is Commons Care? Commons Care is keeping these kids off the streets for 4 to 5 hours. So now you ain't got to worry about them vandalizing your cars, breaking in your houses, doing dumb shit. So local businesses donate money to Commons Care. And then we go one block at a time. We do it again in another neighborhood. So we're doing this all around the tri-state area. And I'm going to go to Camden and meet up with a couple of guys over there, Big Scott and them. And we want to take it to Trenton, Camden, DC, Baltimore. Every city going to get it. It's the Adopt the Block program. So that's what Common Care is doing. And I'm giving back to the same streets I helped destroy when I was selling drugs, breaking into cars, vandalizing. You know what I mean? So I'm giving back. I just wanted to be a celebrity nigga that gives back because I don't see nobody doing shit. They might be, but I don't see them.
I recently seen a post of you. You was with 50 Cent, Mike Knox. You on the set of a movie.
Heavy.
Now, I know you don't want to leak movie details or certain things like that, but is there anything that you could just tell us lightly about what you got going on?
I'm going to tell you this. It's 2 niggas moving in the city of Philadelphia right now. One is Wallow 267.
Shout to Wallow.
The second nigga is that nigga Mike Knox. Mike Knox came home 7 months ago, $1 million deal. If I get that nigga M, he in the studio every day. I let him come and talk to your boy. I told him, look, I said, my man got the studio and he got the club. So you drop the track, then go next door and play it in the club. Nigga, we was in, we on I'm FaceTime. I'm on 2 phones. I'm in this bitch like this. We gone. We got Mike on this phone. We got motherfucking 50 on this phone, and we in there trying the other day. We try to make shit work. Mike said, I ain't gonna mention names. He said, I'm tired of fake niggas in the city. Ain't putting you on. I'm gonna look out for you. In secret, calling me. Wallow 267. In secret, calling me. You good, bro? Pandemic, what you doing? This Wallow. Give me the game. So now I'm gonna do Ask Uncle Buck. Now I'm gonna get the 501c3. Now I'm gonna get the EIN number. Now they're gonna give me $150,000 for this. Then I got the nonprofit. They're gonna give me $350,000 for that. Then I got the LLC. They're gonna give me, and the EIN. They're gonna give me $30,000 grant, or they're gonna give me $15,000. Like I've been behind the scenes with Wallow stacking the money. Now I got over 500,000 put up. Now they say, what you gonna do with the money? So now I formed an organization called the Kingdom. The Kingdom is you get 10 queens and 10 kings, and everybody bring 20,000 up. And you invest in your own neighborhoods. You invest in your own hookah spots, your own bars, your own restaurants. It's called the Kingdom. So we about to pop off. So me and Mike was busting it up. He said, I love the idea. I'm going to take you up top. Go to New York, go to Fifth House. We run around, get crazy, talk shit. So he said, Fit this, that nigga, Buck Wild, that nigga. So it costs nothing to introduce somebody. And I want to tell y'all something. You are who you introduced by, and you are who you introduced as. This, that nigga Buck Wild 50. He the next fucking Kevin Hart, fucking Eddie Murphy. So Mike threw me here. He ain't come in here and said, yeah, bro, my little nigga up here from Philly. Little comedian nigga. Nah. You see the difference?
Facts.
50, this, that nigga, I'm telling you. Nigga crazy just come home from jail. They got Kevin Hart started. Yeah, I mean, this nigga out here. He's streets. So he threw me here. 50 had the vodka. I ain't going to him real hard. I cut into him. 5. Let's do the vodka comedy show. And you showcase all your artists. And I showcase all my comedic friends. And we're doing this is 50 comedy tour with hip hop. You know what I mean? We do whatever. Outside the parking lot, everybody in the car. You know, I'm just talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Letting it go in the universe. And Mike the co-signer. So the only thing we doing is working behind the scenes. You got an album release party tonight. Gonna have some major people. 50 of them coming. Yayo coming. Mary J. Blige coming. A lot of people in the city that don't even know what's going on. This nigga is loved in New York, dog. We did a video shoot in New York. Nigga was all New York niggas, man. Like crazy. I'm like, it was like 6 niggas from Philly and everybody else from New York. So I'm just sitting back like, this nigga moving. But that's the difference. That's the difference when you got a machine behind you. And you ain't around here dick eating, wait for nobody to put you on. So he put himself on. So shout out to Mike Knox. That's what I was doing. And Ask Uncle Buck podcast coming soon on This Is 50. That's what I'm working on. Major.
Now, being from Philly, I can't have you here without asking you. Uncle Buck, you ever been in an entanglement before?
What's an entanglement? A robbery?
No, an entanglement is a situation Jada and Will Smith was in with Agnes Alsina. That's an entanglement. You ever had an entanglement, Buck?
Yo, nigga. I thought it was a robbery. First of all, I don't even know why Will ain't smack the dog shit out of her. Let me take my glasses off. Ask Uncle Buck. Listen. I love Jada. I love when you see them at the table, that's how they is.
Okay.
They straight, ain't no watered down shit. Everything ain't for everybody.
So that was them really being candid.
That was really them.
Okay.
They tight like that. My only question is, how many niggas out there that was questioning Will manhood got the balls to do that? We can fuck all the bitches, do all the shit we want. But when you know another nigga was dicking your bitch down, and you gotta walk past this bitch in the house every day, how many niggas can deal with that? You know how she suck your dick, how she ride your dick, how you fuck in the vestibule in the car in the rain. Now you got a young nigga who a monster dicking her down?
Whole bunch of energy in him.
This nigga Herbalife in the pussy, you hear me? Smiling, beast mode in this bitch. I don't know, man. It takes some shit. I ain't there. So I ain't got nothing to say about them personally. I'm just talking about for me. I would have beat my bitch up on TV. And that shit would have really been a red table. Fuck that. Black Lives Matter. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Bitch, you would have got stumped out. Because the only thing nigga want to know, did you suck that nigga dick? Bitch, did you suck that nigga dick? I understand.
Oh.
The doctor told me stop fucking with, him. Why? Because he kept knocking my IUD out. What, bitch? This nigga hung like a horse, bitch. Niggas don't want to hear that. Niggas don't want to hear another nigga dick bigger than this girl's and don't want to hear his bitch getting slaughtered like Jimmy Fly's Snicker. I ain't trying to hear that. I couldn't deal with it.
Kevin Hart.
That bitch clothes would have been packed on the steps. My bad. My bad. You hit a ball. You hit a something maybe with that one. I'm like, God damn. I did a lot of chicks wrong, but goddamn, I would have just.
Can you give me what your first sentence would have been if you were Will and she came and told you what it was?
But tell me what? How was it? Set it up for me. Tell me, what did she say to Will?
Will?
Yeah.
They're about to leak it. I fucked August.
Bitch, you what? That's would have been my first. Bitch, you what? No disrespect, Will or Jada.
Buck Wild. What makes Philadelphians so funny?
I just think it's the trial and tribulations that we go through. I think from me being raised, born in a women's penitentiary, Muncie Penitentiary. I met my mom when I was 14. Met my grandfather when I was 16. He said, "What's up?" I said, "What's up?" When I met my mom, it was too late because my grandma was my mother and father and my grandmother. See my father every day, but my grandma raised me. And she was just funny. She used to whip my ass, take her teeth out, put them down, beat me with it. Listen, this is some funny shit. My grandma whipped my ass so bad, right, that I went to a funeral with blood marks all on me. And I had to act like the white boys of Kensington whipped my ass. My grandma whipped my ass so bad. She used to tell me, go get a switch. And I go outside and get a switch. And she'd fuck me up with the switch. And my uncle was like, you ain't got to keep getting that big switch. What you got to do, he was trying to teach me, he had me about like 8 years. He's like, you got to get the little switch. So I go get the little switch. She'll whip my ass. Then she'd tell me go get another little switch. She whip my ass again. Then she'd tell me go get another little switch. This bitch was ambidextrous. She'd wrap all the little switches up and make a big switch and fuck me up. Bad. So they had to take me to the hospital. So this is a true story. So they take me to the hospital. So my eye hole in my head, my grandma, I got a mark right here on my head. My grandma busted my head open because I ain't watched it. This some dumb shit my grandma used to fuck me up. These kids can't even, you can't even ride a skateboard without a fucking helmet on. You can't eat peanut butter without instructions.
Facts.
Like, you can't do shit. These niggas gotta have a bike helmet and a bike lane. We ain't no fucking bike lane. Come on. Like, my grandma fucked me up and we riding to the hospital and they really want to make sure I got the story right. So my uncle was like, nah, get that bitch up. He's like, give her the fuck up because I did some nut shit last week. She ain't found out about it yet. Like, man, my grandma was fucking us up, man. You know how niggas make it work.
Ask Uncle Buck. I seen that on the gram.
Yeah.
One of the things in there that I've seen was dating in Philly is like digging through the trash.
You felt that shit.
Want to elaborate on that?
I just feel like Philly got good women. Very good women. A lot of these women in Philly just don't know their worth. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that every woman is trash, but it's like digging through. It is like digging through the trash. For men too. You got a lot of niggas that fucked up on good women out here and they don't know how to treat women. Like, I had a woman tell me, I'm not spending the night over your house. Unless you got separate rooms. You definitely ain't getting this pussy from the rip. And you're going to watch your mouth around me and you're going to open my door. I'm looking at her like, who the fuck you think you know who I am? But guess what I did? Open that motherfucking door. Watch my mouth. Took certain shit off my Instagram with women twerking. My old girl always told me to do that, but I couldn't. I finally caught it. Like somebody else had to sit me down. She was trying to give me the game, but I was just so stubborn. I fucked up on her because I never listened to her. But there's a lot of good women out here. and they digging through the trash every day, and I'm digging through the trash. So we all both digging through the trash trying to see what nigga they can put together and what chick we can put together, because every woman wants a guy they can't control or they got to put together. They don't want nobody together all the way already. They want somebody they can build to say they did that. And we do too. Remember the young buck? Who? Mika. Remember? She was skinny shit, ass all fat. Look at it. Shoes got a little car now, got a little job. We just want to build a motherfucker. That's just it. So I want women to be mad. Like, yo, he saying all Philly women trash. No, all North Philly bitches trash. But our Philly, I'm just playing. I don't want to say that. Southwest women trash. Barcham Village, the worst.
Now, knowing you, one of the things that you love the most is making people smile.
Yes.
That's one of your number one things. How does it feel when you walk around the city, you know, when you come off from doing a comedy show and all that love and that attention comes towards you from you making people smile? You know, they stop you in the street. Hey, Buck.
It's hard. Because I'm a street nigga. I used to rob people for a living. So I took money out of my life. I ain't never been I ain't no drug dealer. I ain't got no drug dealer stories. But I can tell you all the stick-up stories when I ran down and smacked niggas in the head, shit like that. So when niggas be looking at me, I be like, what the fuck is this nigga looking at? I really be on some, like, what the fuck is this nigga looking at? I'm a little celebrity. I'm a local celebrity in Philly. It's my city. I am the Philly what Puffy is in New York. I don't give a fuck how big Kev is. Michael Blackson. There's no comedian more street than me from Philly ever in the history of comedy. I am the streets. So they can call me underground or whatever. I'm me. I can go in any hood, any bar, any club, any basketball court, anywhere and do the same thing I do in the 8th and Diamond. Be me. And that's what I do. I just allow myself to be me. But I had to open up to people giving me love. So I appreciate when people are like, yo, man, X Uncle Buck funny. Especially when you got the glasses and you throw the glass down and you got the iPad up and they be mimicking me. And motherfuckers really watch it now. So I'm going to try to keep something. I got to put some new videos up.
What's one of the best Ask Uncle Buck questions that you've gotten so far?
The best for me is Ex Uncle Buck. My boyfriend is incarcerated. Excuse me. Do you think I should wait for him? And the reason it meant so much to me because my old chick left me when I was locked up. So I'm a bit ass nigga. Leave that nigga. You know, I go right in for the gate. Fuck you wait for this nigga for? All this good dick out here and this cash app. Niggas got cash app. Niggas got stimulus money. And you saving this pussy for a nigga got 5 to 10? Bitch, you tripping. Now, I don't want my viewers to be mad. If your man, boyfriend, girlfriend, side nigga, dyke, nigga, bitch, or whatever you want to call him or her, significant other, whatever, played their part when they was on the street, then you wait. If not, get some dick, get some pussy, get some head, take some trips, get you some surgeries, send that nigga some money up on his books, whatever. Don't wait for no nigga locked up because the only thing you guilty of is loving your man, not for the crime that he committed for you to be waiting, unless that's your husband. Other than that, boyfriend and girlfriends don't work. This is why you go through so much relationships and shit, because it's a test, it's a gift. I'm not waiting for nobody. If I was a girl, I'm never waiting for a nigga. Let's reverse it. If your girl get locked up, you gonna wait for her? They give your chick 10 years. You waiting or you fucking? Niggas fucking now. Fuck you gonna wait for? Niggas out here fucking now, you waiting for this nigga. He fucking cheating on you, bitch. He done gave you you got a whole nother stepdaughter you don't even know about yet until you get locked up. See, back in the day, you never knew who was cheating until the funeral. Remember you go to the funeral, you be with your mom. Mom, who that bitch over there crying?
Facts.
She over there crying like she you. She is you. That's the side bitch. Now he got 2 wills. That's my ex-Uncle Buck.
Recently, I've seen Uncle Buck as a grandfather.
Nigga, did you see? Yo, nigga, I'm hyped. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Listen, know why I'm so hyped? My granddaughter, look. I popped up yesterday. I got her some Reese Oreo cookies. it was priceless, bruh. She don't give a fuck. She don't know about COVID. She just know her grandpapa love her mom love her grandmom. She don't, you know what I mean? And it was that. Yo, man, I just love my granddaughter, man. I love my granddaughter. Check out BuckWild215. Ask Uncle Buck. She on my page. I love that little girl named Keziah. She changed my life. She made me a better person. I stopped being selfish in my relationship because of my daughter.
Now, it's funny that you actually said that, because one of the other things I was going to segue was, I also came up across an article from the Inquirer a couple years back, and it said that you had met your daughter as a teen for the first time.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can we talk about that a little bit, and then can we talk about you being a street person?
Yeah.
But now you're a grandpop. You're a G-pop. Wow.
Yeah. I'm at Boo.
That's who you are now?
My grandmother called me at Boo. At Boo. Papa. She loved me. All right. So, I'm a grandfather now. It made me better in my relationship, my friendship. It made me a better father. Because I fell in love with the fact that I had a little girl who just loved me unconditionally. And I love her unconditionally. And I needed that. I was in a dark place. You see what I'm saying? Not wanting to kill myself and no shit like that. But as far as like career-wise, you're not Kevin Hart. You're not here. You don't live in LA. You're not in New York. You got to do this. You're too raw. So I hear all that shit. That's this pressure. Even though you think you don't got pressure and you don't stress, just being a black person or Hispanic person in the United States, nigga, we stress every day. So my daughter was, when she got pregnant the first time, a lot of people don't know this, she was like 22 and she had a preemie baby, and he passed on my birthday, January 19th. And when she told me she was pregnant, I was like, I don't want you to be pregnant. I don't want you pregnant by this nigga, yada, yada, yada. I don't even know him. And I paid for the funeral, and I told him and her, I said, you should feel some type of way that y'all can give life, but you can't pay for your son to get buried. But I ain't do it to play him. I did it just to let him know the importance of being a father, being a provider. You see what I'm saying? And for anybody out there. And I pulled him to the side, and I told him some shit as a man. Give a fuck what y'all do. Don't never put your hand. If you feel though you got beat the fuck up, leave it alone. That's it. Other than that, you ain't gonna never hear from me. You ain't gotta call me. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm always on her side, cause that's my daughter. But I'm a reasonable nigga. I can talk and be like, I'm out crazy. Yeah, that don't justify you putting your hands on her. Plus, my daughter, a big girl, she put hands to niggas, so I ain't never got to worry about that. And she's a good kid. So when she got pregnant 3 years later, I was prepared. I was ready. I seen her getting, in mother mode. She's an excellent mom, and I'm proud of her. Love you, keep shining. That's my baby girl. This is my oldest. This is my first. She's 28. I call her Big Sexy.
COVID-19.
COVID.
Talk to me. How has that impacted you in your career? Comedy shows, bookings,
no money.
Right?
Can't make no. I hope you give me a check for this fucking interview, nigga. That's why I can't. Fucking shit tight. Nah, but COVID-19 came. I went to the last basketball game when LeBron passed Kobe. Me, Gil, Wilder, I was talking shit to Gilly. I said, damn, how y'all get $2 million and you sitting behind me? So if you go to my page, check it out.
Shout out to Gilly.
Shout out to Gilly Kid. But the funny part that niggas don't know, when I sat down and I did that to Gilly, I really wasn't sitting there. I just did it for the video. I was sitting all the way behind Gilly, like in the fucking row 205 or so. I was in the nosebleed. So if you look at the joint, go to my page, check it out, BuckWild215. When Gilly, and his people was at the game, and Michael Blackson come down, I'm busting on Mike on the floor, and I'm like, damn, how y'all get $2 million and I'm sitting in a better seat than you? You know what I mean? I'm talking shit. So before Gil get to talk shit, I cut it off. But if you go on my storyline for the old shit, you'll see the whole thing.
It looks like you courtside.
Yeah. It looked like I was sitting courtside until the bitch told me get up. As soon as I put the bitch on pause, they told me get up.
Right after they rang that bell.
Yep, and that's before the COVID hit. And COVID, man, I ain't making no money. Governor, the mayor and them said they shutting the shit down to February 2021.
What advice can you give a comedian coming up right now, especially with this COVID era?
Write, do plenty of videos on Instagram and create a YouTube page. Create content. Find out what the people like. Once you find out what the people like, invest in it. Warren Buffett said that. He said, professional people that make it big, they find out what society likes and they invest in it. That's the most successful people. Oh, Instagram, clothes. Everybody got disposable income. Everybody doing hair. Everybody selling fucking weed, and perks, pills, and babysitting their grandmom and selling liquor out the trunk and platters and fish fries and shit like that. So we some fucking hustlers by nature. Wigs and makeup and nails and cleaning people's houses and selling cars. We are the best of people. So find out what people like, create something, and invest in it. If I was a young comic right now, I'd do all YouTube shit because he's gonna go farther than anybody else. He got a platform. Me, I had to wait for Comic View, I had to wait for BT, I had to wait for Def Jam, and people don't want to put you on certain shit. So now you got to create your own shit. Your phone, it's right here. Send people hand, get a YouTube page, put shit up, pay for your advertisement, go get a photo shoot. Don't make no flyers by yourself. Get somebody to create your fucking flyer. People don't want to see something with all a bunch of words, and half of these niggas can't read anyway. You need pictures. Look at your algorithm and look at your page, and you find out what the most likes you ever got, and you look at it. And you say, damn, people like seeing me doing this, these videos. People like seeing me dressed like this. So if you got a picture and you ain't got over 100 likes, delete it. If you got some ass shaking shit and you got a raunchy page, then keep that because there's an audience for that. But a friend of mine told me, she said, Buck, your Instagram is your business card. Who do you want to put your card? Who hand you want to put that card in? So I listen. Plus I'm 47, nigga. I can't be out here doing all that, seeing niggas. I'm not putting nothing on my page with niggas getting beat up and bitches twerking.
I thought you was a smooth 25.
On Ask Uncle Buck, I'll do it. But on Buck Wild 215, I can't. And on Commons Care, you'll never see it. So I got 3 pages. I got the Commons Care, I got Ask Uncle Buck, and I got Buck Wild 215. And I also have an app called Buck Wild Comedian with over 1 million people that downloaded and brought my app. But people don't know about it because I'm not a super big comedian.
Tell me, what's next for Buck Wild 215? What's next for Ask Uncle Buck? What do we got coming up to finish off 2020, going into 2021?
Buck Wild 215 is about to do a book. I'm writing a book. I'm about to do this movie with Kevin Hart, Teray Gordon, and Michael Blackson. It's called Pump Faking. It's about a road trip that we took on in New York and everybody got incarcerated because it was a stolen tag on the car, and Kevin Hart and them told on me. Kevin Hart told on me, Teray told on me, and Michael Blackson told on me. So we're going to call the movie Pump Faking. It's about 4 local comedians from Philly. One of them worked in the cleaners. One of them was a gym teacher. And one of them parked cars at a parking lot. And one of them was a street hustler that sold handicap tags, fake watches, and fake glasses. That was me. Michael Blackson worked in the cleaners. He wore everybody clothes. Teray was a gym teacher, but he was a substitute gym teacher, so niggas ain't respect him. And Kevin Hart parked cars, and he used to ride everybody's car every weekend that got fixed a week early. So it's a girl who meet me, Kev, Teray, and Mike separate, and she pump fake like she go with all of us. So we all was talking about the same girl, and her boyfriend Rufus came home. She lined all of us up. She said, whoever throw the biggest party, we gonna give them $50,000. But the whole time was they wanted us to promote the party to get the people to come so the boy Rufus can rob us from the party money and rob us because he seen me with the jewelry and all this shit. She seen me with that, so she thought I had money. She thought Kev had money because Kev had the cars. She thought Mike had clothes because he had, and she thought Teray was a basketball player, but he was a fucking substitute teacher, basketball coach. So it's called Pump Faking, about us going to New York, getting locked up, and niggas telling on me, and then we getting this nigga named Rufus. So it's gonna be crazy, dog. It's gonna be nutty. And Ask Uncle Buck, this is 50 podcast. Me and my man Mike Epps doing this movie. Yep. And me and Mike Knox about to write a movie. So Mike Epps doing something independent. So I'm on it.
Well, listen, man, I definitely want to thank you for taking your time out. You know, you're a busy guy, got all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
Being able to come and do this interview with us on Hip Hop Since 1987. It's your boy Steady Stills, my guy Buck Wild 215. Make sure you check him out on Instagram. Make sure you check his movies that are coming up, and stay in tune with Philly's
please.
top comedian.
Thank you, big dog. Underground. Let's go. Black Hollywood.